Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Friday, currently 12:35 in the afternoon. We could not get on any earlier than this, mainly because the schedule just wasn't there. I could have gotten really early, like 7, but I was like, I'm not gonna stay from 7 to 7:30 when I've noticed that it's not that basic to begin with, right? So here we are, and today's goal is gonna be a little bit ambitious, but it's kind of what we have to hit today, tomorrow, and Sunday to achieve the goal, right? Basically, we're gonna need like around $245 per dash. Like again, a little bit, out there right now, but we're gonna try our best. So that's gonna be the goal for today. I'm gonna toss it up in the screen so you guys can follow along. We do have our first order here from Chipotle showing 625. I think it was going like less than 3 miles. Let's get it. You guys, got the order dropped off. It became just 625. So we're gonna make our way back to the town center and find a nice spot, probably in the garage because it's raining. But we'll see. It's really slow. I'm not entirely sure why it is this slow. I would have thought it would have been a little bit busier, mainly because of the rain. But all the orders that I'm getting are just really either very low paying or really high mileage, and the pay just isn't enough. Which it is what it is. We do have Grubhub running, so that, if something comes up, hopefully it's good. We can take it. But yeah, so the goal, I meant to say 240. I think I said 245, so that was my bad. I'm sure I probably put the right amount out there anyways. But yeah, it's just one of these weeks where I don't want to say nothing's going my way. When I'm thinking I've had pretty decent days, all things considered. Yesterday only 85 bucks, but we were only out here for like less than 4 hours. Just about the 4-hour mark. And then it was decent. The day before that we did basically 200 bucks, $199. How much closer can we possibly get, right? And then the day before that we had an awkward shift because I couldn't dash most of the day, and we think we did 100 bucks and some change. So overall, I'm still pretty pleased with how we're doing. But we do need to, hopefully have a couple of good days here to get close to the goal. Because again, if we don't hit it, I at least want to be as close as possible. So if we do 1,000, cool. If we do, I don't know, 950, whatever. But I want to get close to it. That's the whole point. Anyways, let me find a place to park. We'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty, guys, we have our next order here from Total One. We just picked it up, having a 975 payout. I think it was showing something crazy like 6 miles. But again, I don't know what's up with Total One and Doordash and the routes. But whenever I get an order from Total One, the route's all jacked up. It makes no sense. Way too many miles for no reason. I'm pretty sure there should be like 3.5 miles tops. Nowhere near the 6 miles or whatever it was showing. Only 2 box wines. So that took me like 5 minutes to find. Actually, no, that's an exaggeration. Like overall, it took me 5 minutes to go inside, pay, find everything, get back in the car. Super simple. So now we're back on the road. We'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty, guys, we got the order dropped off here from Total Wine. No issues. And then right away, we got this order here from Panera Bread. I think it was showing 925, like 4 miles. I'm taking it because of the high cash flow. I mean, 925, that's pretty decent. It's randomly 128 in the afternoon, so we gotta make it work. We're sitting only at $16 right now, so we're gonna baby step it to hopefully $240. I don't know, but yeah, I think realistically we're probably gonna do hopefully at least 150 plus. But the closest I can get to 240, the better it will be for Saturday and Sunday. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, we got the order dropped off, no issues. And now we have this order here, which I just accepted, showing a 1725 payout from Glory Days. It has like I think 10 or 11 items, which is a lot of items. But it's also going like I think like 10 miles maybe. But I think I can take a better route and maybe save 1 or 2 miles. Nothing crazy or anything, but hey. 9 miles looks a lot better than 11 miles, So the food, I don't know. I don't think it'll be ready, but I'm still going to go inside because you never know. So we'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty, guys, I'm talking a little bit louder than I normally do because I have the defroster on and it sounds super loud. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But basically, I got the Glory Days, right? I went inside at 2 o'clock. The food was supposed to be ready by 2:03. I didn't get it till 2:15. Now, I have a feeling they gave the food to the wrong person, because there was another dasher there waiting for me saying they gave a lot of food to somebody else with the same name as my customer, So, I mean, maybe they did, maybe they didn't, I don't know. All I know is that we're finally back on the road. It's still going to be about 9 miles away, so I think I'm saving 1 mile, if that. We should be there in about 17 minutes. Let's go. I got the food dropped off. It was going to a BMW dealership, and honestly, when I was pulling out, I was getting kind of, not worried. I knew that I was going to make at least $17.25. I just know that in the past I haven't had the best experience delivering to car dealerships. Luckily, there was plenty of parking by the front, and the lady was there waiting for me. The order ended up being $19, which is pretty good. You know, 19 bucks. We'll take it. We'll take it. Now we're making our way back to the town center. It is like 20 minutes away, but I am getting orders. The only problem is that the orders that I'm getting from here are like Walmart orders or like super like crazy high mileage orders going to like other zones. So, you know, we're not going to do that. I'm really hoping that I get something that's going to carry me towards the town center, but so far no luck. We'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty guys, quick little recap here. So I've been on the phone for about 35 minutes or so with Geico. If you guys are new to the channel, you might not know this, but a couple of months ago, while I was going to pick up an order, I parked my car like I always do, parked in a spot. A bigger truck, I'm assuming, or maybe even like a work van, backed into it and pushed my hood up a little bit. Basically, I was unable to open my hood, right? So how can I get an oil change if I can't open my hood? You know, that's why I told Geico, hey, somebody hit my car, and they were like, oh, okay, well, it looks like an unreported hit and run. Did you call the cops? I was like, no, I mean, I barely even noticed it, to be honest, until I saw that my hood was a little bit raised. So they're gonna send somebody out to plug, I think, like a little machine in my computer CPU to make sure that my car was turned off. I guess because they're trying to think that I'm trying to like maybe like make something up or something. I don't know. I'm sure people do it. I mean, why not, right? People want to cheat the system all the time. I think it's only human nature to try and get away with things. So anyways, this guy's supposed to come out and do the estimate or whatever so I can get my hood fixed. That's why I was on the phone, okay? But basically, after coming back from the dealership, it took me like 25 minutes to even get another order. This was from North Italia, showing $6.25. It was an awful order, meaning like when I got there, first of all, the restaurant was empty. So I'm like, okay, the food's gotta be ready, they gotta be working on it. Nope. Either they forgot to look at the tablet or whatever. And I was like this close to unassigning, because I was like, I've been here for like 15 minutes. It's supposed to be ready like 15 minutes ago. But you know, it was that awkward time where like, man, I've committed a lot of time. I feel like I'm at the point of no return, really. So I was like, you know what, let me just wait it out. It's less than a mile. It is what it is. So that's what we did. After dropping that one off, we got this order here from Santini's. I think it was showing $9.25. Maybe a little bit high on the miles, but hey, $9.25, that's a nice payout. So that's why I took it. We just dropped that off. It ended up being like $10.50. And now we're almost back at the town center. It's a lot slower than it was yesterday, you know, but we're still in good spirits. Let's make it happen. We'll see you guys on the next order. Hey guys, we just picked up our next order here from Total Wine. It has a $9 payout, 3 miles, just one wine bottle. Not the greatest payout for a shop and pay order, but it's honestly not bad. I know exactly where it is because this guy orders every single week. So it took me less than 3 minutes in and out. Now we're back on the road. But yeah, currently 4:40. Hopefully it gets busy now because we're a little behind. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little bit underwhelming so far. So let's go. Alrighty guys, we're back at the town center now. We got the order dropped off, no issues. Now we're currently sitting around $72 if I'm not mistaken, which is, you know, a long ways from 240 bucks. And I kind of knew that was gonna happen, but that's still the goal regardless. And of course, if we can't get to it, we gotta get as close as we can. I'm thinking realistically, we might be able to do 150 maybe, or at least 100 and some change. Hopefully, because it's been a lot slower today than it was yesterday. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, after like 20 minutes of waiting, which is apparently the new norm now in between orders, we have our next order here from Sweet Green, showing $6.25, 2.7 miles. Sweet Green, what's not to love? The food's always ready. So that's where we're going there now. We'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, we got our next order here from Grill Kebab. I'm only taking it because of the cash flow and how slow it is. $20 payout. I think it's going pretty far. I want to say like 11, 12 miles maybe. It's a bunch of items though, so maybe there's a possibility that it could be a little bit more. It's 7 items, so who knows? But again, mostly taking it because of the cash flow because it's so stinking slow. So hopefully the food's ready. We'll see you guys back on the ready guys. We just dropped off the latest order here from Grill Kebab, and the food was not ready. Okay, once I got there, honestly, I should have unassigned. I should have trusted my gut like I always say to do. And what do? I said, nah, you know what? $20 is a high cash flow item. I wasn't thinking that it was gonna take so long, and it probably didn't take that long, but it felt like forever. Anyways, I think we waited like 10 minutes past the pickup time. We dropped it off a second ago. It ended up becoming $22.50 for the payout, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. The only problem is that it's 6:20 in the afternoon, and we barely just hit over $100 for the whole day. So nowhere near 240, nowhere near even 150. So at this point, we basically have a little bit over an hour to basically hopefully do as many orders as we can to get as close as we can to the goal. Obviously, I don't think that's gonna happen today, so we're gonna have to adjust for tomorrow and Sunday. and hopefully it's busier then. But right now we still have a 10-12 minute drive back to the town center. We'll see you guys there. Alrighty guys, we finally picked up our next order here. A set of stack offers from Chipotle showing a $12 payout, like 3.4 miles. The miles still make plenty of sense for the payout, and of course there's always that small possibility that it could be more than the $12 that it was shown. The food was ready, and that kind of played a role. The Chipotle in my area is really, really good, so I knew the food was going to be ready, which they were, so that's why I took it. So we should be able to drop these off maybe in about 10 to 12 minutes, so that's not too bad considering how slow it's been earlier, you know. So it's currently 6:45. I should be able to get these all dropped off, you know, around like 6:57 or so. So hopefully after that we can do at least maybe 1 or 2 more orders to at least get maybe to 120 or something. It's just been a very underwhelming type of day. It is what it is. We'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, got the orders dropped off from Chipotle, and then I'm being $15. I think both of them have a little bit extra each, obviously. And now it's 7 o'clock on the dot, which means we have 30 minutes left before our dash ends. And we're not doing so hot, but at the same time, it could always be worse. So I'm still, you know, I'm still happy with it because I know that I did everything that I possibly could to make more money, and clearly it's just not busy. But yeah, so hopefully we get at least one more order in the book so we can get it as close as we possibly can to hopefully at least 125. So yeah, I'm gonna make my way to the town center for one last time, and we'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty guys, we just accepted our next set of orders here. It's gonna be our last orders actually, from Outback Steakhouse. It was a stack offer showing a $12 payout, 5 miles. Hopefully the food's ready, but if it's anything like the other restaurants that I've been to today, I'm sure it's not. We'll do some waiting, and that's okay. It's just the type of day it's been. Maybe the type of week, to be honest, and so far maybe the type of year. 2022 so far, very underwhelming, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. It really helps me to have, you know, last year's numbers because it's the same zone. It's my same area, same people. For the most part, it's the same restaurants. And I get it, the economy is probably not as good as it was, but I'm pretty confident that we can, you know, make up for it with some grinding and obviously always taking smart orders. But yeah, you know, days like today are gonna happen. Weeks like today, or weeks like this one are gonna happen. I'm sorry, where it's just not very busy. But as long as you know, you do what you can, you do your part, and try not to get too discouraged, because I think it's only natural, you know, to feel kind of like down, like, man, it's slow. I'm out here ready to work, and it's just not happening. But again, it's, you know, one of those days. Tomorrow's a whole new day, and tomorrow we're gonna try it all over again, probably around 10:30 to 7:30, give or take. But yeah, so I'm pulling up here to. Oof, it's not looking good, guys. I'm pulling up here to Outback, and the parking lot is packed. So, like, you know, where the drivers park. So that's not a good sign. We'll see how it goes. If she tells me it's gonna be like a long time, I'm just gonna unassign and call it a day. But if she tells me it's gonna be like 5 minutes or whatever, we'll probably wait for it. We'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, we just got both orders dropped off here from Outback, and they were actually ready, which was a surprise. She just went through the back and she got them. Anyways, we're gonna finish today's dash at $130 with 77 cents, which might not seem all that great, but I think when you put it into context and how slow it was, even I think around 6:20, I was barely at like $101 or something crazy like that. But again, not the greatest. I think we're probably gonna finish around 18 bucks an hour, and then when you factor everything in, probably closer to 16 bucks an hour. So again, not the greatest day, but again, it could always be worse. So anyways, if we go here and let's look at this, let me just pull up here. I mean, you guys have it on your screen, but I'm looking at it real time. For the whole week, we're sitting at $523 with 84 cents. So kind of far from the goal of $1,110, but I'm pretty confident that we can get close, if not beat it. Anyways, thank you so much for coming along on my dash. We'll see you guys next time. You all be safe. Take care. Peace. Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday, currently 11:30 in the morning. We've been online for a few minutes and it's pretty much dead right now. Today's goal is going to be slightly higher than the goal we had yesterday. It's going to be around $288, which is, you know, a little out there, but hey, that's what the goal needs to be for us to do $1,100 basically by the end of the week. We got to do that today and tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, as of right now, we're just chilling, so we'll catch you guys on the first order. Alrighty guys, quick little update here. It's currently 12:05 and we have still not done a single order. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm shadow banned or something. According to the map, it's red, and I have not gotten, I think I've gotten 2 offers, both of them garbage. So yeah, I mean, kind of scary. It is technically the middle of lunch. And as I say that, we're gonna do our first order here, showing 7 items, 625, 3 miles from North Italia. So we're definitely gonna jump on that. So yeah, that's literally my first order. So yeah. Anyways, the food's supposed to be ready here in a few minutes. I'm gonna give them a few because there's a lot of items, and North Italia is kind of slow, especially considering how yesterday went. So, and I don't know about you guys, but man, the app has been so glitchy lately. I mean, not that that's new, but it feels like it's extra glitchier, if that makes sense. Anyways, let me get this picked up. We'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, we're finally back on the road. I don't know what's going on with this weather, okay? So yesterday, it was kind of like 55, 60-ish, you know? Somewhat nice. Today, it's super windy, super cold. I'm pretty sure the food that I picked up from the restaurant to my car to the hot bag, it's probably cold. It's probably cold. I mean, I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting it to be like, super windy. Anyways, yeah, today just seems kind of weird. I mean, it's just really, really slow. I don't know why. It's a Saturday. It took me about 35 to 40 minutes to do our first order, which is, not normal. Anyways, we're about 5 minutes away from the drop-off. We'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, got the order dropped off. It became 12:25, and now an hour and 20 minutes into our dash. We have a whopping $12.25. Got one offer after that from Moe's, and it was garbage, like $3.75 or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what to say. Other than the fact that I'm shocked, about how slow it's gotten. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna do what we do, like always. Take smart orders as the best we can, and that's it. Hopefully it picks up relatively soon. We'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, we just picked up our next order here from the counter. Showing an $8.50 payout, like 4.9 miles, I think. So the miles are not the greatest, but honestly, this is literally the best order that I've seen in about 20 minutes. Everything else is like super crappy. So we picked it up, the food was ready. So now we're on our way to the second drop off. Let's go. Alrighty guys, got that second order dropped off here. Now we're sitting at $23 for the entire dash, which isn't great. There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's not great. So I'm hoping that it picks up, but I doubt it, since technically it was slow when it was supposed to be busy, and now I'm technically in the slow times. So we'll see how that goes. Currently 1:25 in the afternoon. We'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty guys, we're back on the road finally after like 20 minutes of not doing anything. We have our third order here from Chipotle, showing a 625 payout, like 2.5 miles, I think. And honestly, I'm glad that this order came in, because it's really starting to affect me now how slow it is. It's making me super lazy. There was probably one or maybe two orders before this one that I probably should have taken, but I didn't. I looked at them and I was like, oh man, 650, 5 miles, 4 miles. I want to take that. Do I want to move? It's cold. And after I declined them, I was kind of regretting it. And I was like, man, I should have taken it, because I'm just sitting here not doing anything. But luckily this one came in, so yeah. It's pretty slow. I think if we even do 10, 12 orders today, that would be a crazy high considering how slow it is. I think at its peak, when it's really busy, I think I can do maybe 20 to 25 orders, maybe even up to 30 orders per day, per shift. But on days like today, I mean, it's just, I don't even think, more than 10 will be reasonable at this point. We're only 3 orders in, and it's 1:49. So we got on around 11:30. So yeah, I think lately I've been averaging about 13 to 18 deliveries. Obviously, the more deliveries you do, the more money you make, So ideally, I want to do about 3 an hour. I think right now I'm doing about 2 an hour. But, some days 1 an hour, 1.5 an hour. I don't know. When I mean 1.5, I mean like I do 2 orders, but the second one carries into the next hour, if that makes any type of sense. But anyways, let me get this dropped off. We'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, after dropping off the order here from Chipotle, we made it back to the town center. Waited another 20 minutes or so, because that's the new norm now, And we have our next order here from Total Wine. I think it's showing a $12.50 payout. I want to say it says like 5 miles, but again, I'm not entirely sure if the route that's shown is the best one. I think I might save a mile or two, but again, $12.50, high cash flow. What's not to love? Let's get it. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off from Total Wine. It maybe took me 3 to 4 minutes to shop for, and then it was like a 7-minute drive. Dropped it off, no problem. Now we're sitting at $41.69. Currently $2:40 in the afternoon, so I think we're on pace to maybe get to $100 by like 5:30, maybe even 6, which is not great. But then again, it's basically what we did yesterday. It just feels way slower as of right now. You know, I think yesterday it was a little bit busier for lunch, and then it got really slow. Today's just been slow, and then it's kind of getting busy. So I guess the opposite. I don't know. But I'm probably just gonna get something to eat real quick. I'm not gonna pause my dash. It's not busy enough for that. You know, I usually bring like some snacks and like a little, you know, I just make like a little, you know, just ham and cheese like sandwich at home and bring it. Don't spend any money, but I was running kind of late this morning, so I didn't do that. So I probably just gotta buy something real quick. I don't want to spend a whole lot of money, so because I'm trying to make money, you know. So I might just go to Subway, get like a 6-inch sub, and you know, just something to get me by for the whole day. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty, guys. As I was about to park by Subway, which is also in the town center, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew. I'm sure that I've been there many times. But anyways, as I was getting there, I get this offer here from Sweet Green showing $6.25, like 2.3 miles. Of course I accepted. It's Sweet Green. The food's always ready, and the miles are low, and the pay is great. $6.25, could be more, who knows. So yeah, we picked it up. We're on our way now. It looks like Subway's gonna have to wait, and that's okay. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, we got the order from Sweet Green dropped off, and then we went to get our Subway, you know, ate real quick, was just chilling. 20 minutes went by, and then we got this order from the Cheesecake Factory showing a payout of like $25.91. It is going to 15 miles, but as you can see, most of those miles are from me to the Cheesecake Factory, and then the rest obviously to the customer's house. But I'm taking it because of the cash flow. You know, today's a really slow day. I cannot give myself the luxury of passing this up, you know. Maybe they'll stack it, who knows. Anyways, we're about like 10 minutes away from Cheesecake Factory. We'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty, guys, we got the food picked up. It took like 10-15 minutes past the pickup time. It was supposed to be ready at 3:53. I just got it, and it's 4:11. But that's okay. I mean, you know, it's the kind of day I'm having anyways, right? So now we're 12 minutes away from the drop-off. The order isn't really that big, so I'm not expecting the $25.91 to change. I think that's everything. You know, I think that's the true payout Doordash is showing, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty, guys, we got the food dropped off here from the Cheesecake Factory. It stayed at $25.91. Now we're sitting at $73.85 for the entire dash, which honestly isn't all that bad considering I've only done 4 orders, I think, or maybe 5. But yeah, so I think we're still on pace to hit 100 hopefully by 5:30, maybe 6, and then just do as much as we can until 7:30. We're not gonna hit the goal. That's just the reality of it. But hey, could have been worse. At least I'm hoping. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty, guys, we just picked up our next order here from North Italia. It had a $7.25 payout, 7 items, so I think we should be able to get something on top because North Italia is not cheap. 7 items is a lot, so the only problem is like every single North Italia order I ever get, as of late, the food is never ready. And I mean, I get there like either at the pickup time or a few minutes past the pickup time, and I still have to wait 15 to 20 minutes on top. So I don't know what the problem is because the restaurant is empty, it's dead, and they have plenty of staff, so I don't know. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty, guys, we got the order dropped off, and it had like a $10 tip. I think it became $17.50 or something. So now we're sitting on $91 for a whole dash. And I just got my next order, and I think the DoorDash gods are just laughing at me, right? From North Italia, yet again, $9, 5 miles, 4 items. I'm taking a small risk because of the pickup time. It's supposed to be ready at 5:45, I think, and it's currently like 5:37, so I'm about 5 minutes away. So I'm hoping that when I get there, the food will be ready, but I guess we'll find out. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, guys, we just dropped it off. Again, the food was not ready. But this one wasn't as bad. I think I waited like 4 or 5 minutes tops. Dropped it off. It was just $9. Now we're sitting at $100 with 35 cents, and it's 6 p.m. So more or less, I was pretty much right. Now we have an hour and a half left in our dash. How much can we do? I don't know. But again, I'm hoping we can at least do what we did yesterday. $130. The slowness needs to go away because this is not cool. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty, guys, we have our next order here from Fintai. Not my usual Fintai. This Fintai's a little bit out of the way, but it's 7 items showing a $14.25 payout. I think it's like 8.4 miles. Again, the miles kind of irrelevant at this point. I'm just going for the cash flow. And 7 items, that's a little bit high for Fentai. So there could be something on top, maybe closer to $20. I don't know. We're about 7 minutes away from Fentai. I'm hoping the food is ready. And yeah, hopefully we can knock this out and then do 2 more orders before calling it a day. Let's go! Alrighty guys, so the food was ready at Fentai. It was only like a 5-minute drive after picking up the food. And it ended up being like, I think $17 or maybe a little bit higher for the payout. So not too bad. Now we're almost back at the town center and we have our next order here. I mean, I haven't picked it up yet, but it's order from, again, North Italia, $14.25 payout. I think it's like 8 miles and it's really going all the way up in Great Falls, which is basically the middle of nowhere. But again, I'm just doing it for the cash flow. And it is 7 items, so maybe a small possibility of, you know, a higher tip. Maybe something closer to the $20 range. I don't know. More than likely, this might be my last order. I'm not sure because of how long it's going to take me and because I'm pretty sure the food's not ready. So we'll see. But again, these have been the slowest days back to back that I've had in a while. So again, I'm not, you know, too concerned because in the end, we're still making money, right? $130 yesterday and whatever we make today. That's still more money than what I woke up with, if that makes sense. Anyways, let me pick up this food and we'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, we got the food picked up, so let me just give you like a fair warning, okay? I'm about to rant for like a solid maybe a minute or 2 minutes. Maybe less, maybe more, I don't know. Anyway, so the pickup time was 6:49, right? I got there, well, I parked around 6:45, chilled in the car for a few minutes, and walked inside around 6:51 or 52, right? So I get there, food's not ready. I'm like, you know what? I figured, you know, there's probably 5 or 6 other dashers and then normal customers waiting for pickup orders. So I show the girl, hey, you know, I'm just here for so-and-so. If it's ready, I'm here. They're like, oh, we're working on it. It'll be a few minutes. Cool. Okay. 15 minutes go by. Nothing, right? 20-minute mark. And I'm like, man, I'm really invested in this by now. You know, at that point, I'm at the point of no return. So I get it. It's my fault. I should have unassigned it, just called it a night, you know, take the L, whatever. But at the same time, I was like, $14.25 on a slow day. I'm already here. You know, what's the worst that could happen, right? So around the 25-minute mark, I get the little notification saying your order's ready. I'm like, oh, great. But I don't see it come out, right? So a few more minutes go by. At this point, we're at the 30-minute mark. 30 minutes past the pickup time. Okay? I think I took a screenshot so you guys can see the time, so you guys don't think I'm just making things up. So I go up to the little, not little, but to the, what's it called, the takeout person, and I'm like, hey, can you check on this? Because I got the notification on my phone saying it was ready, but I don't see it up here. So she goes to the kitchen, and the North Italia has like an open kitchen concept, so you can see what everyone's doing back there, right? So I see her telling the lady, hey, he's saying it's ready, probably. And they're like kind of like freaking out, right? So they're not really sure what's going on. She comes up here and tells me, hey, it's going to be a few more minutes because they're cooking something. I'm like, all right. You know, at this point, you could have told me it was going to be like 10 more minutes and I would have been like, all right, right? But I'm only dashing until 7:30, okay? So at this point, it's already like 7:19 and I'm still waiting. Eventually, it finally comes out, and the lady's like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, and I you know, honestly, like I told her, like, I was like, look, I'm not doing anything difficult. I'm not doing the hard job, right? I'm not cooking it. I'm just taking it. I just told her that simply, like, if you could just give me like a real time in the future, no problem. Like, if I would have walked in there and she would have said, hey, we're super behind, it's gonna be like 35 minutes, maybe 30 minutes for the order, I would have been like, wow, do I really want to do that? I most likely would have unassigned it because I could have still had time to maybe do other orders, you know? But yeah, so basically I'm like 47 minutes into this order right now, and it's currently 7:28. We're not gonna be there. Sorry, my thing is dying. It's not gonna be there. We're not gonna be there until like 7:40 basically, which isn't the end of the world, you know. I get it. I'm only gonna dash 10 minutes past what I was planning to anyways, but it has just not been my day. These last 2 days have been pretty bad, so thank you so much for sticking with me, assuming you're watching the videos. But yeah, I mean, honestly, if I could go back in time, based on my experiences of today, I should have walked out. I should have been like, hey, every single time I've come here, and now it's actually busy because it's dinner time. People are actually eating there, you know? So basically, my fault. Should have unassigned. But yeah, so again, it was showing a $14.25 payout, 7 items. I think it was going like 8 miles maybe. Now, there's a small possibility that it could be more, but I'm pretty confident that it's going to be maybe around the same as the last one, maybe like $17, $18. Now, I could be wrong. It could stay the same. It could be like 25 bucks. I really don't know. All I know is that hopefully we'll finish, we should be able to finish above 130 bucks for today. Anyways, we'll see you guys after the drop off. Woo! Rant over. Alrighty guys, got the food dropped off and it actually became $31 and some change, which makes me feel a little bit better about all the waiting that I did. Luckily she wasn't mad, you know, I kind of tried to, because it was handed to me, so I tried to explain to her like why it took so long, and she's like, oh, it's okay, I understand. But yeah, so overall a pretty crappy day, but we're gonna come out with $149.03, which I think it's really decent considering how slow it's been. We had a really rough start today. I mean, you guys were there for all of it. So anyways, thank you so much for coming along on this dash. Now, let's give you guys some updates. I mean, it'll be on the screen right now, but week to date, we're sitting at $672.87. Long ways from $1,110, which is the goal. Obviously, we only have Sunday left at this point, so I don't want to put a super unrealistic goal. Let's make $500 today, you know. I'm not sure what goal we're gonna set, but I do know that we're gonna do exactly what we did today. We're probably gonna come out a little bit earlier, maybe around like 9:30 or so, and just ride it out till about 7:30. You know, do the best we can, what we got, and hopefully get close to $1,000. But that's for another video. Anyways, guys, y'all take care, be safe, subscribe, peace.